Hey everyone, in this video I want to share a recipe for a super simple and delicious French onion soup. French onion soup is the classic. If you haven't tried to make this at home, I definitely think you should give it a try. The super easy recipe makes it easy, and the aroma of the sauteing caramelized onions, the melted cheese coming out of the oven, it just fills the house with warmth and happiness. So give it a try, let me know what you think. To get this soup started, we're going to slice 3 medium-sized yellow onions. You're going to slice off each end, and you're going to slice them thinly from end to end, making sure they're bite-sized pieces. This way you don't have large pieces of onion that you're trying to eat in your soup. And once you're done slicing up all your onions, make a quick bouquet garni, which just means herbs tied in a piece of twine or cheesecloth. Here we're going to use thyme, we're going to use parsley stems, and we're going to use 1 bay leaf. You don't have to make a bouquet garni, but it just makes it a lot easier once you're done with the soup to fish out all the herbs in your soup. And if you do use the bouquet garni method, just make sure it's nice and tight. This way none of those herbs fall out during the cooking process. Next, here I'm going to use my Dutch oven. I'm just going to put that in medium heat, drop a pat of butter in there, and just start to sweat it down. Make sure the butter doesn't burn. Once the butter is mostly melted, just toss in your onions, give it a stir, and let it do its thing. What's going to start to happen is the onions are going to start to sweat, then they're going to release all their sugars inside, and they're going to start to caramelize. This is where the flavor comes out of the onions, and you get that nice oniony flavor in your French onion soup. Once your onion caramelized, so about this consistency, we're going to deglaze the pan here with some sherry wine. And deglazing is just a process of removing all that flavor from the bottom of the pan there, and that's called fond, which is just a term, a French term for all the fine, flavorful bits in the bottom of the pan. Here I'm just going to add a little bit more sherry wine just to finish it off, make sure I get that nice flavor from the bottom. After deglazing, we're going to toss in our bouquet garni, and we're going to pour in 4 to 4.5 cups of beef stock that I just had simmering in the back burner. I suggest using a low sodium beef stock, the best quality you can find. The secret to these types of soup is really the quality of your ingredients. Being there's so little ingredients to start with, you want the best quality so you get the most flavor. And we're just going to want to bring that soup up to a boil, then lower it to a simmer, and we're going to cook that to about 45 minutes to an hour, just till it reduces by 1/4. So while your soup is simmering, we're going to make our crouton. Here I'm using a sourdough bread. Of course you can use a baguette, use whatever bread that you like, usually a nice Tuscan loaf, something of that nature, something that really is going to fit around your bowl. And just make sure when you slice that bread that it fits around the bowl you're using. Here it doesn't have to fit perfect, just enough, so I'm just going to cut the edges so it fits inside. After I cut the size around the bowl that I need for it to fit inside, we're going to season it with some oil, salt, and pepper on both sides. What's nice is that you can make these ahead of time if you're making more than one soup and just have them ready for when you're ready to serve. And I'm just going to bake these in the oven about 475 degrees until they become golden brown, probably about 10 minutes or so. Alright, once our soup is finished, we're going to start to plate. Here I'm just going to remove the bouquet garni, nice and easy. Then we're going to ladle our soup into our oven-proof bowls. I just want to make a point of that. Make sure your bowl can go in the oven. This bowl here can go up to 500 degrees, so it works perfect for this application. Be sure to leave some room for your crouton, and once we place that crouton on top, we are going to grate some Gruyere cheese on here. Also, we're going to have our oven preheated to 475, 500 degrees, depending on what oven you're using. I'm using a smaller oven, so mine is at 475, and then the last minute, I just turned it up to broil and just finished the top. Once the cheese is golden brown and delicious, you're ready to go, you're ready to enjoy. Just make sure you're sitting down. I don't want you to fall off your feet when you taste this wonderful and delicious soup. And that's pretty much it for this soup. I mean, it's a definite crowd pleaser. It's super simple to make, as you can see, and the flavors are just amazing. You have to try this soup. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making this soup, and I even enjoyed eating it more. So thank you guys for watching. Again, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time.